things they last and they last now. Did you think it all through? All these things will catch up to you, and time can heal, but this won't. So if you're coming my way, just don't. Oh, it's so sad to think about the good times you and I. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know it used to be bad love. So take a look what you've done. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut, and baby, now we got bad blood. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. If you live like that, you live with ghosts. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. If you live like that, you live with ghosts. If you love like that, blood run. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. You know we used to be bad love. So take a look what you've done. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really big cut, and baby, now we got bad blood. Now we got bad blood. You know we used to be bad love. So take a look what you've done. 'Cause baby, now we got bad blood. Now we got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut, and baby, now we got bad Monday warrior, meet me, try. Today's Tom Sawyer, meet me, try. Those lines are not for them.
Here's the lineups for Game 2. First for the Warriors, leading off and playing center field, number 24, Caleb Peischer. Batting second, the DH, number 38, Colin Skorupski. Batting third and playing third base, number 34, Ty Marasco. Batting fourth and playing shortstop, number 3, Ricky Riggs. Batting fifth and catching, number 27, Mark Gutierrez. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 1, Austin Kunert. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 42, Troy Justice. Batting eighth and playing left field, number 5, Franco Securo. And batting ninth and playing right field, number 18, Drew Durant. Pitching for the Warriors, number 36, Brandon Evans. And for the Cougars, leading off and playing second base, number 2, Jack Driscoll. Batting second and playing third base, number 1, Chris Triplett. Batting third and playing center field, number 27, Francisco Andina. Batting fourth, the DH, number 33, Vincent Hirschberger. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 15, Jacob King. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 28, Josiah Kitchen. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 35, Edvin Laurie. Batting eighth and catching, number 12, Noah Brook. Batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 11, Danilo Leon. And pitching for the Cougars, number 31, Zachariah Devon.
took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before to come up all these stressing. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings. Count it up. Line 'em up. Swear the sun shining on me, got my heart up, no matter the trouble surrounding us. They don't see that it's a lot of us. Everybody moving anonymous. Won't take that credit, I know what we get it. The blessings be coming from God above. I was doing all kind of bad with a quiet, telling money to verse. Hit the puberty, tell God he's first. Hit the studio, the body of verse. I remember pushing mama little white high, there was no gas money. I just bought a car, cash money. I ain't even trying to brag on it. I just tell it how it really is. I ain't tripping, ain't feeling this. I ain't saying I deserve nothing, I'm just trying to talk about the benefits. I've been punching in the clock, trying to keep the kitchen stocked. Man, it's a blessing because we ain't never had a lot. But all we need is all we got.
Up to bat, number 24, Caleb
Checking in
Peicher.
here at Hank Burbidge Field for Game 2 as I am Matthew Plementos with my partner.
Joe Cassidy.
Going to call this Game 2 as Spring Arbor Cougars look to sweep today. First pitch is going to be a strike. As starting pitcher Zachariah Devon, the junior, has pitched in 5 games. Has a 0-1 record, 13 and 2/3 innings pitched. Fastball low outside. Has a 9.22 ERA with opponent batting average is 3.28. Not very good numbers early this season.
Looks like you got a hold of that one.
Got to tips that one back to the screen. So Devin looking to bring some of these numbers down. He's only pitched in 13 innings, so these numbers are inflated due to the performances in those innings. But early, it looks like Devin has a live arm. So we're looking for him to pound the strike zone early and be aggressive. It's going to be a fastball high.
But you really got to think that Devin, with the start here at Burbidge Field on the campus of Spring Arbor, he's going to have some kind of home field awareness.
Pops that one up foul, and that does drop. Yeah, he's looking to come dominate early, play a little bit of confidence, maybe a little swagger, and to just pound the strike zone. And we saw first game both teams had a problem with walks, so look for Devin to pound early and have his guys play some defense behind him. 2-2 count, no outs. Devin comes set. Comes home. Gets a swinging strike. He's going to retire it as it's going to be the new catcher of the day, Noah Brook, the sophomore. Going to catch this ball game, throws it down to first, get the out.
Number 38,
Next
Colin
at bat, number
Skorupski.
38, Colin Skorupski.
The freshman from Warren, Michigan.
He's DHing in this game. He caught last game. Good live fastball there up in the zone. Gets Skorupski to chase.
I know. I said that to Kyle. I said, even if we do have a meeting, we don't have anything to do until we vote. So
0-1 pitch is low. He yanked it there. Just need him to play some catch here with this catcher. Not try to do too much. It's nice, easy. We saw last game in Spring Arbor. They will give you some run support.
Ooh, strike down low.
That ball's low, called strike.
Good looking pitch for Devin.
1-2. Fastball
Ooh,
just off the plate. 2-2 count.
that ball could have really went either way. It was a really good pitch though. Really good for Devin settling on that one.
See if Devin has any off-speed offerings or what his strikeout pitch is. It's another fastball. It's up and in. Full count here. See nothing but fastball so far from Devin.
You got to think that his comfortability lies within the 2-seam, 4-seam fastball range.
Looked like a 2-seam fastball there. Low in the zone, swung on. Fouled back and out of play.
Very smart of Colin Skorupski to fight that one. That was right down the middle of the pipe. If he wouldn't have swung, that definitely would have been a strike out. So good on him for keeping that one alive.
Devin kind of lucked out there as that one was right down the middle. And Skripchutski can swing the bat. And that's going to be ball 4. Send him down to first base. And that's something, if you're Devin, you got to limit, is the walks. Really hurt the Cougars last game, as well as the Warriors.
Ty Marasco.
Ty Marasco steps to the plate. He's playing third today, batting in the 3-hole.
One thing we are seeing right now with Devin that we did not see in the very beginning of the last game is we are seeing strikes from the very beginning. I think there were 3 or 4 batters that were up before we even got an out. So definitely a better start than the last game, but we can look for the Cougars to be fighting this one.
Absolutely. Look for him to pound the strike zone. As that one was a ball high. Fastball there, high, swung on, missed. Throw down to first, not in time. Runner is back. Safe.
Great awareness.
Noah Brook, like stated earlier, is catching this one. Give the freshman Peyton Harding a rest on his knees as he caught the last game. 1-1 count, 1 out. Devin throws it right by him.
Just pounding that strike zone right down the middle of the pipe.
Say Devin is probably touching low to mid 80s. He does have a live arm. Sets. Runner stays. That is right down the middle. That's a strike 3.
And almost got him on the first base. Great awareness by Noah Brook. Noah Brook, of course, the sophomore catcher from Hudson, Ohio. Great awareness by the young kid.
Brings up to bat number 3,
Ricky Riggs.
Ricky Riggs, senior infielder from Bowling Green, Ohio. Devin comes, gets a sign, he sets. Fastball inside.
Fastball.
Nothing but fastball so far from Devin, 4-seam, 2-seam mix. Pick off to first, not in time. Runner's back safely.
Pretty odd to me that we're seeing nothing but fastballs right now, but maybe he's just trying to loosen up his arm a little bit.
A lot of the times pitchers like to tailor one pitch as that one's fouled back out of play. Taylor one pitch the first time through the lineup, so probably going to establish the fastball often and early the first time through, and then second time through the lineup, these hitters are going to be sitting on these fastballs and start pulling out off speeds, change-ups, curves. Try to mix it up a bit. That one's low. Look like a change-up there. Miss low. It's 2-1.
Ball low.
Devin comes to a set. To home.
Foul ball.
Good hands over there by third base coach of the Warriors. Quick hand, snags that foul ball. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Devin gets a sign to be big for a clean inning here. Curve ball breaks down and away for a ball. Full count. Runner's going to be off with the pitch. I'd look. If I'm a hitter, I'm sitting on his fastball here. Throws it. Foul back down third baseline. And that was a fastball. You're just a little late on it. Full count yet again. Skripchutski going to go with the pitch on first. And strike 3.
Out.
Threw it right by him. Great inning.
Beautiful start by the junior.
Zachariah
Devin.
Good first inning. Good first clean inning by Spring Arbor. It's going to be going ahead to the bottom of the first. Spring Arbor has a chance to take the lead as the Cougars are up to bat. This is Cougar Sports Network.
Been chasing dreams, but I never slept.
And we are back.
Leading off for the Cougars,
Hank
number
Burbridge
2,
Field.
Jack
Spring
Driscoll.
Arbor's looking to get on the board early and get on the board often. Jack Driscoll's going to come to the plate. Senior infielder. Second baseman going to lead his team into this one. Swinging on the first pitch. Fouled out of play.
We saw a red-hot Jack Driscoll last game, so hopefully that can carry over to game 2.
Yeah, Driscoll was an absolute catalyst for his team. He went, I believe it was 2 for 2 with 3 walks and 2 runs scored. Hits this one. Straight up the middle of the center field. Center fielder goes around. Nice easy fly ball for him.
One thing you gotta love about Jack is he'll run through anything. Even if he knows that it's gonna be a pop up, pop out, he runs through it. He runs through it. He pushes 100%.
Yeah, that's something that Coach Markkinen's been instilling in his club. That hey, whenever you hit it, you never know what's gonna happen. Ball could get dropped, somehow could be in play. So you just dig it out and just hustle. It's the name of the game here. Chris Triplett gonna come to the plate.
Looks at a ball.
This looks like starting pitcher here, Brandon Evans, the freshman, has a nice run on his 2-seam. There's a curve. That's not going to hurt too bad. That was an off-speed pitch. Just nicks Triplett in the top of the head on his helmet. He's fine. He's a tough guy. Jogs right on down to first.
There's one thing I always respect about Chris Triplett is how tough he is. I've seen him play since his freshman year. He's a junior now. He has just been an absolute monster all 3 years he's been here. He's a fighter. He is definitely a fighter.
So now up to bat, batting third.
Francisco Andina.
Francisco, the center fielder.
The senior from Puerto Rico. He also lit up last game. Him and Jack were a combo to be dealt with.
Don't forget about Triplett. Triplett had himself a ball game. Had 2 stolen bases, couple RBIs, couple hits, couple runs scored.
I like to call the top 3 batters the 3 Musketeers because they're just the ultimate top 3.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The 3-headed monster.
You got the 3 leaders on 1, 2, and 3, and then after that, it's just a bunch of freshmen in this order. A lot to like out of these young freshmen.
A lot of upcoming talent in these freshmen. Wasn't the biggest star-studded incoming class, but definitely a very, very solid one.
As that fastball's called for a strike on the inside corner. Triplett takes a lead. Triplett, a power speed guy. He can crush the ball, but he also has wheels. Takes his lead. And he fakes going.
Ooh. A liner right to first base. He gets to double play all by himself, unassisted.
And that is going to take us to the top of the second. Unlucky there. As Spring Arbor hits into a double play. Going to the top of the second, tie ball game. Top of the second, 0-0. We'll be back. Cougar Sports Network. Back here at Burbridge Field. The transfer, Zachariah Devon, still on the mound here. He comes from Lewisburg College. He hails from Livonia, Michigan. Now, his numbers don't look pretty, but let me tell you, folks, he has a good live arm. A lot of talent, lots to like in this junior.
Up
Lot
bat
of-
for the
lot of
Warriors, number
fastballs.
27, Mark Gutierrez.
Although towards the end of the first inning, we did see a few off-speed pitches, a couple of curveballs, a couple of changeups, so we will see.
It's fouled back. First pitch fastball. It's grounded. Nope, Leon's going to back triple it up, throw it across his body, and he gets him at first.
Teamwork. Teamwork at its best. Triplet just couldn't get his glove down in time. Leon was right there for the backup.
Next at bat, number 1, Austin
Next up
Cooner.
for bat number 1, Austin Coonert. And then on deck, number 42, the senior Troy Justice.
Ooh. Fastball right down the pipe. Swung at it. Strike. You could tell he definitely wanted everything out of that ball, but he just did not get it with that swing.
Devin sets. Comes home. A two-seamer runs inside for a ball. Turned out to be a beautiful night here at Spring Arbor. Thursday night. Devin comes. This one's slapped into right field. That chases Laurie over. He's going to retire it. He gets there in time. It's going to be 2 down.
You really could not ask for a better opening day here at Burbridge Field. It is a warm 44 degrees. Nothing but sun.
Up to bat, number 42, Troy Justice.
A pleasant surprise from what we've been seeing here in Michigan.
So, the senior Troy Justice steps to the plate, has a lot of active hands. He is wagging that bat around. Settles it down, takes the ball.
Troy Justice, of course, the first baseman that got them out of last inning with that unassisted double play down at first base. Got the time. Checking the swing.
Devin sets, gets his sign, comes home. That was yet another fastball. This one's fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out.
You got to think that Troy Justice is definitely expecting a fastball with this next one.
You think so? So if I'm Devin, I'm looking for a curve here, maybe change up. And there's that curveball just off the
little
plate.
outside.
Just off the plate. 2-1.
I did it once yesterday. I was like, that's it for me. I think that's all I got.
Close stance by Justice, grounds it over to Triplet. Triplet makes a nice firm throw to
Right in
first.
time. Oh,
That
no,
one
he
goes
missed it.
Under the glove of Jacob King,
Oh,
the freshman. It's going to be error.
that's definitely something that you want to happen early, though, and not late with no one on.
Seemed like a decent throw by Triplet. I mean, a little
Next
low,
at bat,
but
number 5, Franco
if you're
Securo.
Jacob King, you got to catch that. That didn't even bounce on the ground.
It just went a little too low and he didn't go after it, which that's a freshman mistake, but he'll definitely learn from it.
Devin's first.
A little high.
Fastball high. Now, if you're Devin, you got to just clear that out of your head. Just pitch to the hitter. Don't worry about the runner. Justice isn't going to steal any bases. Devin sets, comes home. That's a strike. 1-1 count. Good two-seam action there. Is that cut outside?
Our mistake. Jake is not a freshman. He is a sophomore. Shout out to Melody Adama here in the press box to help us out with that one.
Smacked right into left field for a base hit.
The grass messed with that one a little bit. You can get the bounce at.
Good job by Josiah King to get that in quickly. Now Devin's got to settle
Next up
down.
for the
Worry
Warriors,
about the hitter, number 18.
Durant.
Drew Durant, the freshman outfielder. He's batting lefty here. Just need to worry about him.
2 on, 2 out.
Durant, big open stance.
Call the time. Real quick.
Devin sets, checks the runner at second, comes home. Curveball, low, good block there.
Noah Brook.
But Noah Brook.
Way to put his body in front of the ball.
Absolutely. You put down that number 2, that curveball, and you just got to be expecting it to bounce. And he did, and he blocked it well. Devin sets. Fastball high and outside. Not even close. 2-0 count. Good hitters count for Durant. Durant comes, fastball just outside. It's a good spot on it, but that two-seam had a little bit too much run action on it.
It looked like a good pitch from here, but the umpire saw something different.
That's a good pitch right there.
Looked like the same spot.
Painted the corner.
Just a little bit more inside, so we got the strike on that one. It's a 3-1, 2 outs, 2 people on.
It's going to be ball 4, going to load the bases. After the King error, bases are now loaded.
Next at bat, number 24, Caleb Peischer.
Bases are now charged up.
Number 24, Caleb Fischer, steps back up. Leadoff hitter, I believe. Devin sets. That just missed outside.
A little outside. I would have swung at it, but that's why I don't play college baseball.
Amen to that. That was just high. Catcher calls time. Gonna go talk to his pitcher to calm him down a minute. Say, hey, don't worry about it. Just throw me, throw strikes. You got a great defense behind you. They'll make plays.
You got to think that Noah Brooks probably saying, you get us out of this inning, I'll buy you half-off apps later down at Applebee's there in Jackson. Calm his nerves a little bit.
Whatever he said must have worked. Pumps that one right down the middle.
Beautiful, beautiful pitch.
Now you don't want to miss there again. That was right down the middle. On a 2-1 count, you do not want to put this one in that good of a spot. Oh, just outside. That was a perfect spot. Because if Fisher would have swung at it, he would have rolled on over. Triple would have grabbed it, tossed it to first, inning over. But instead he lays off, and now it's a 3-1 count. Pumps that one right down the middle. Fisher fouls it off.
Foul ball line.
Full count, runner's going to take off with the pitch. So if you're Devin, got to make a good pitch. You need a quality pitch with the bases loaded, full count. Devin sets, comes home. Ball 4.
Ball low.
And the first run of the game is going to go to the Warriors. Rochester leads now 1-0. Walking is free passes are going to hurt you.
At number 38, Colin Skorupski.
After the error by King, it's getting 2 straight walks. Excuse me, 3 straight walks.
I think so.
And Devin is in some trouble now. Up to bat's number 38, Colin Skorupski. He's batting second. DH.
Ball's a little low inside. If I could talk to Zachariah Devin right now, I'd tell him this is his tempo, this is his game.
Just got to tell him to, Easy. Just hit your spots. Inning will be over soon enough.
Ooh, strike.
If he can put it there 2 more times, that's the absolute pitcher perfect spot. Skripchutsky can do nothing with that pitch high and in.
I want to see it.
Curveball low in the dirt. Not a bad time to pull out the off speed. 2-1 though. It seems like he's having a hard time locating his off speed stuff. That's probably why he relies so much on his 2-seam, 4-seam fastball. There's
Ooh,
that
strike down low.
2-seam again. Runs low, gets Skripchutsky to swing. 2-2 count, 2 outs. If you strike him out here, gives Cougar some momentum going into the bottom half. And he does.
Strikeout.
Struck him out looking. Spring Arbor's going to go bat. They are now down 1-0. We'll take a break on the Cougar Sports Network.
We'll be back.
Sean Khalifa, man.
Money's the motivation, money's the conversation. You on vacation, we getting paid, so we on vacation. I did it for the fam. It's whatever we had to do, it's just who I am. Yeah, it's the life I chose. Gunshots in the dark, one eye closed. And we got it cooking like a one-eye stove. You can kiss me kissing my girl with both eyes closed. Yeah, perfecting my passion, thanks for asking. Couldn't slow down, so we had to crash it. You use plastic, we bout cash. I see some people ahead that we gon' pass, yeah. I never fear death or dying. I only fear never trying. I am whatever I am. Only God can judge me now. One shot, everything rides on two.
I'm Mr. Lova Lova. Yeah, girl.
You got the opening.
And we are back.
I'm Mr. Lova Lova.
Up to
Here
bat for
at
the Cougars,
Burbridge
number
Field.
33, Vincent Hirschberger.
Vincent Hirschberg is up to bat to start the bottom of the second inning for the Cougars.
Hirschberger looking to do some damage against the starting pitcher. It's Brandon Evans.
Curveball coming out right from the get-go.
Good 2-seam action there. That one cut right down the middle.
Strike on the inside.
Now, Brandon Evans isn't going to blow you away. He doesn't have the hardest throwing arm, but he does have good feel and good movement with his pitches. As a curve there, gets fouled back and out of play.
Situations like this, you got to be glad for the netting behind home plate. And again,
Good job by Hirschenberger to foul these 2 spoiler pitches off.
One-two count. 2-2.
Is that a ball?
2-2 count.
Pitch came in at 68 miles an hour. Ball in the dirt.
That's another 60.
3-2 count.
That's pretty good speed on a curveball at this level. High 60s, low 70s, about average.
Ball high. You know, I got to give a shout out to the Rochester College Warriors coaching staff that's sitting in the first row.
Next at the plate, number
And me
15,
being right behind them so I can see their
Jacob
radar gun. Their pitchers have been seeming to throw between 63 on the low and 82 or 83 on the high in game 1, and now we're seeing 68 from a curveball for their starting pitcher.
I'd say he's probably hit with his fastball, probably 75, 76 would be my guess.
And that's coming from a freshman, Brandon Evans.
King puts a good ride in this one, but outfielder lost it. Center fielder comes over, though, and gets it. Right fielder was standing there with his arms in the air, had no idea where that ball is.
Center fielder Camden Hadley coming in clutch on that one.
Yes, he was.
Up to
Put
bat,
on some of
number
those wheels to make sure he got
Josiah
that.
Kitchen.
Looks like that's actually, I think, Fisher in the.
Is it Fisher?
I think it's Fisher. I haven't updated this since the second game.
Looking at the old one.
Looking at last game.
Sorry if that's you, Fisher. Shows bunt, pulls it back, ball high. 1-0 count for number 28, Josiah Kitchen.
Look for Kitchen to barrel this one up and find some green in the outfield.
The freshman, 5'10", from Athens, Michigan. Looks at another ball.
Good hitter's count here for Kitchen. He's looking for the fastball. He's hoping he can find something on the outer half of the plate so he can drive at the opposite field and get King over to third.
Looks at another ball, 3-0. Something we did see last game was not only could Kitchen hit the ball, but he's also very, very fast.
He has wheels. He played quarterback in college, so he has an arm, has some wheels. Now, if that was Triplett or Driscoll with the 3-0 count, and that's right down the middle, they're unloading. But since Kitchen's a freshman, I don't think he has that confidence yet to look for that fastball 3-0 and to drill
down low. Look that ball 4 in the dirt. 2 on, 1 out.
Number 35, Evan Laurie, the freshman,
Next at
Howell,
bat, number
Michigan.
35,
coming on over to bat with 1 out, 2 on.
Great song choice by the freshman, Evan Laurie.
Looks like center fielder's shifting a little bit to the right. If he can go Hoppo here, he has a lot of green in left center field. Laurie swings and misses.
You see a lot of those freshmen swinging at that first pitch.
Yeah, they're aggressive, a little too aggressive, but
Sometimes it pays off, sometimes not. Checks his swing.
way to hold on that one. He almost overcommitted there on that curveball.
I feel like this is turning
He
on.
didn't. 1-1 count, 1 out, 2 on. Tying run is in scoring position. Cranks it to right field.
Back,
It's over the
back.
head. Oh, he drops it. He drops it.
Got 1 run, moves in.
And that is a double.
I think that, I don't know if they're going to rule that a double. I think that should be an error on the right fielder.
Single plus another bag.
So Hirschberger scores. Kitchen moves to third.
Evan Laurie, what a hit.
Evan Laurie drives that one out to right field.
You got to think that that right fielder out there, Franco Sakuro, is just kicking himself on that one because that ball was in his glove.
Yeah, pops right out. He is not happy with himself out there. You can tell he's crouched down, just mad at himself.
Collect himself.
And Rochester's manager, Scott Kernet, was out there, talked to the umpire, because the umpire yelled something before he threw it. I think he yelled balk. But Evan Laurie already hit the ball before he yelled it.
Noah Brooks.
So they just went with the ball. Because when the ump yells balk and the pitch is already in motion, the hitter's allowed to take it, and then the balk, the runners will move up, or he can swing at it and ball would be live. So he crushes it out to right field.
Checks the swing, but it doesn't matter because that was a strike anyways.
Crushes that one out to right field. The right fielder drops it. 1 run scores. Now we have runners at second and third.
Noah Brook up here at bat, the 6'1" sophomore.
I feel like he started on Broadway before he did.
It's a ball curve outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Scores 1-1. Each team has 1 hit. One's just across the board.
Yep.
So funny. I like uplifting songs. So uplifting.
Curve
Ooh.
breaks not far enough as that was inside for a ball.
It's a good thing that ball broke when it did because if it didn't, Noah Brook would have been tasting a 70-mile-an-hour curveball.
The never enough or whatever.
Fastball outside, it's called for a strike.
What was Beth making with Saran Wrap?
Firm 4-seam fastball catches the outside part of the plate. 2-2.
1 out. Runners in scoring position.
I laughed when Haley was like, "What do you need lighters and matches for?"
Curveball.
Right at the gut.
Is it deep enough to tag? They're going to try it. Kitchen coming home. Throw is to third. Kitchen's going to score. So sack fly, 2-1.
I don't
Spring
think-
Arbor lead.
I don't think Kitchen knew what he was doing right there. I think he wanted to slide full force, but he just kind of dragged his feet in. but he still touched the bag, so
Next up to
Cougars
bat,
take
number
the 2-1
11,
lead.
Danilo
Bottom of
Leon.
the second.
I think Kitchen thought the throws would be coming home, so he already slid, and then he thought about standing up, but he was already sliding. So it was an awkward slide to third as Fisher threw it to third, or slide home.
Steals third base, doesn't even try to throw it. Good run on that. Number 11,
Good gravy. Who?
Danilo Leon steps to the plate.
the freshman from Florida.
All of these.
Curveball's
Ooh.
hammered.
So irritated.
Back. Left fielder's under it, though, and that's going to do it for the inning.
He had to go all the way back for that one.
No worries, though, as Spring Arbor takes the lead. Now going to the top of the third. They're up 2-1 on the Cougar Sports Network.
Be right back.
I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, and checking out all the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up.
I don't know if I've ever heard that in my entire life.
We are back.
Up to bat for the Warriors, number 34, Ty Marasco.
Number 34, Ty Marasco leading off the top of the third for the Warriors.
Spring Arbor with a couple of runs there as they take the lead, and now Devin has a lead to work with.
Check the swing, but doesn't even matter. Strike right down the pipe anyways.
So they did not count that play in right field as an error, so
Strike.
that
Down low in the
gives Evan Laurie a two-bagger. Nice double, RBI.
Marasco's down early. 0-2 count.
So many flies in here.
Top of the third here at Burbridge Field on the beautiful campus of Spring Arbor University.
I believe in you. Get creative.
Devin has an 0-2 count to work with. Could go fastball high or off speed away.
And we see a fastball. High and inside, follows it off.
The kiddos are here.
You know, I love it, and you've got to love it, that Zachariah Devin's really starting to find his niche here in this early going of this game.
Yeah, he's starting to get comfortable.
Really starting to connect. Ball high, just a little bit too high.
Doesn't look like he's finishing his pitches when he throws his off speed. His curves are hanging, his changeups are bouncing in the dirt. He's just got to really snap his wrist on these curves, which he does there, and he gets a strikeout. Doesn't worry. Applies a tag. That's going to be one out for Devin. Another K for Devin. Strikes out a lot. Coming into this game, he had 13 strikeouts in 13 innings.
Next at bat, number 3, Ricky Riggs.
But he also walks a lot of people. He had 17 strikeouts in 13 innings and 13 walks in 13 innings. So he's got to, when he pitches at him, he likes to strike him out. But he also has a hard time locating as he misses there with the four-seamer. It's high and inside.
Here up at bat, the senior, number 3, Ricky Riggs, the best name on this team.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Shout out to the Riggs family, naming your son Ricky Riggs, great name.
Big fan of Troy Justice as well.
Troy Justice is a pretty powerful name.
Fastball there.
Pops up to the catcher.
As Riggs
No, Brook. Ooh, almost has it in.
cannot
Cannot
catch
find
that
it
one.
with the sun. That's the upside and the downside to having the sun here on this this beautiful day. With the warmth, but the downside is sometimes you cannot see that ball hanging in the air.
Brooke is not happy with himself. He grabbed that ball and whips it to his pitcher. That's grounded to Driscoll. Driscoll eats it up, tosses it over to King.
2 outs.
2 outs just like that.
Noah Brook was very quick to recover on that. Great composure for the sophomore.
Up to bat number 27,
Catcher out of
Mark
Hudson,
Gutierrez.
Ohio.
Now up to bat number 27, the freshman Mark Gutierrez. He's a catcher of today's game for the Warriors. Devin sets. The curve bounces in.
Something I'm seeing on the Rochester College roster is a lot of Michigan-born talent. That's very awesome. Their roster is very thick. A lot of Michigan representing.
Fastball high and inside, 2-0 count. Wish we could get a radar gun on Devin to see how fast he's throwing. Say low 80s, mid 80s.
I'd say mid to upper 70s to be a safe guess.
It's a called strike.
A little low, but good strike on that one. 2-1, 2 outs.
Sets. Probably fastball here. Yes, it is. That's going to come up and in and hit him.
Right off of Gutierrez. It's all right. It's just in his arm, where all the medius is. So just gonna walk it off. Nothing hurt on that. Maybe gonna be a little bruised tomorrow.
What you can tell if they're a tough baseball player is if they rub it, they're soft. But if they don't rub it, when the team's yelling, don't rub it, they don't rub it. They're a tough guy. Didn't see him rub it there.
Up to bat
So
number
that
1,
must mean he's a
Austin
tough
Kunert.
guy. But he's going to get a pinch runner because he's their catcher. Save his legs a little bit as looks like number 31, Josh Checkle, checks in.
Good eye on that one. Ball down low. 1-0 count. 2 on. Pinch runner in.
31.
32. Excuse me, Cam Hadley's going to check in a pinch run. And another pop-up mile high to the catcher.
Noah Brook
Let's see if it's going to be in play. It is not.
is not able to redeem himself on that one, but that is okay. One of these Cougar fans might have a little souvenir afterwards if they run fast enough.
If they get there fast enough and can hide it before the players come and get it.
Yeah.
Austin Kunert follows that one off. He has a 1-1 count.
Tries to catch him off of first, but just cannot get it. 32,
When we got the ball machine and started shooting, oh my gosh, soccer ball.
Kevin Hadley.
Run goes, fouled away.
They did not think that was funny.
1-2 count.
We almost hit the pitcher all the way in.
Strikeout could be huge. We saw it last time when Devin struck him out going into the next inning. The Cougars scored 2 runs. So maybe if he gets another strikeout here, maybe a couple more runs, a little more momentum to the Cougar way. Runner goes, curveball is hit.
Little eye looper.
That's
Ooh.
gonna bloop right on over as Hadley, who's on first, gets all the way over to third. So runner on first and third, now 2 outs.
Cougars still have the whole the lead at
Crap, what just happened? What did I miss?
2 over 1.
And the first baseman, Troy Justice, is gonna come up.
Next at bat,
All
number
6'5"
42,
of him.
Troy Justice.
And the runner on first went to third.
Usually you can see with big players like Justice,
We got 2 bases on.
high strikeout candidates, but they can hit the ball 1.5 miles
Definitely reminds me of a Prince Fielder type.
from the right side. Devin sets, comes home, runner on first, takes off. Throws
Tries
it
to go
down.
for it. Can't
Runner
get
on
there.
third comes
Runner
home.
going home.
Driscoll throws it home, and they're going to have
And
him out by a
Gets
mile.
him.
Good.
Beautiful play.
Good play there as that takes us to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Spring Arbor leads. It's intact. They lead 2-1. This is the Cougar Sports Network.
home. I'm the type to rent a hotel room just to be alone. Yeah. I got an issue with people pretending they like what they don't. Please don't bring up my issues unless you gon' deal with your own. Please don't try to pretend like you keep it real though. Yeah, it's funny that you got a lot of money, but that money doesn't buy you skills though. I don't care if I am on a billboards on a killing spree, I'm about to kill more. Got a chain on you pay the mill for. I mean, what you people even live for? I'll write raps, you steal yours and more. Bitch getting warmed up. Yeah, I said I was coming, I warned you. So close to the fans, I feel like they're running my tour. But you wanna know what I do in my downtime? They come to my fortress. I apologize for all the corpses. It's a mess right now, but I haven't had time to put the birds in the coffins. We ain't talking like 6 years, why you writing me now? I just turned 100K down just to keep the brand looking right now. I ain't bragging about the money, I'm just saying I ain't controlled by the bank account or the bank amounts.
The feeling of being alive while we're jumping off the porch like I'm not home. Just a couple kids living on our own. Summer nights, love 'em how they take
Up to bat for the Cougars, number 2, Jack Driscoll.
We are back. Driscoll up to bat. Ball down low.
See if the Cougars can get something going here in the bottom of the third. I'm sure Zachariah Devin would like a little more run support.
Sure, he'd like a rest for that arm. He's been throwing fastballs 3 straight innings.
If I'm Spring Arbor, I like my odds with Driscoll starting my inning with at least scoring 1. Driscoll hits it to right. Let's see if he... Oh, he broke the wrong way, and the ball tails away from him. Driscoll's on second, sliding in safely.
Beautiful, beautiful hit there by Jack Driscoll.
Next at bat, number 1.
2
Chris
misplays by
Triplett.
the right fielder for the Warriors. This time he just broke to the left when the ball was tailing to the right. The wind pushed it a little bit, and he just fell over, and Driscoll's on second easily. So this brings up Chris Triplett, third baseman, runner in scoring position. The Warriors, Triplett puts a bunt down, pulls it back, called strike. I'm sure the right fielder's saying a couple words into his glove as his glove's over his face over there in right.
Gotta be kicking himself because that's 2 straight innings that he's made a blooper.
Devin sets, comes home. Triplett puts a bunt down, good bunt. Gets Driscoll to third.
1 out.
Gonna be a sacrifice.
Advances that runner to third base. Jack Driscoll makes it to third with ease.
I'm a big fan of playing small ball there. Even though Triplett had a great game yesterday, it's really important that you get the runner over to third in that situation for your, probably arguably your best hitter on your team, Francisco Ordina, to hit him in.
I just hate to see a player like Chris Triplett have to bunt, but he's definitely a team player.
Yeah, absolutely. And you like your odds with 1 out, runner on third for Ordina to do his job and to hit him in.
Ordina's setting up.
First pitch is a ball, second pitch is outside as well. 2-0 count, good hitter's count here for Ordina. He's going to be sitting on this fastball. If he gets it in a spot he likes, he's going to put a charge on it.
Another thing you got to like about Francisco Ordina, the senior from Puerto Rico, is he's everything of 5'8", 5'8" tall. So the higher pitches that would be considered high strike zone for those taller guys are very high balls for him. So you got to like that. He's a hitter, but he's also able to crouch a little bit. Maybe get a call or two for a ball. 2-1 count, 1 down. Man on third.
Pitch home. Swing in, just foul.
That right field line. Troy Justice is just looking on that field line. Knew he could have had a chance at that if he would have gone a little earlier, but just stared at it as it flew by.
2-2 count, 1 out. Ordina's not going to go down without a fight. And he isn't again as he fouls that curveball off. It's got to be aggravating for Brandon Evans, a freshman, to be facing off an experienced college hitter like Odina. A little intimidating as well.
Evans getting set. Swings at it, high and up. It's going to be a foul ball. One hit the track. It's going to be a 2-2 count, 1 down. Andina taking a couple quick breaths before he steps back in the batter's box. Ooh, nice little hit. Right up the line, brings Driscoll right back in. Driscoll scores, and Andina has another RBI. I think he had 2 or 3 of those in game 1.
The plate number
Yes, he did.
33,
Tacks on
Vincent
another run
Herzberger.
here. Spring Arbor goes up 3-1.
And that is why he won Crossroads League Player of the Week last week. He just has that ability.
He's a pesky hitter. Kind of reminds me a little bit of an Ichiro Suzuki type. He's good luck striking him out. He's going to put it in play no matter what. He's going to find a lot of base hits, has speed, has power when he wants it.
Best thing about Andina is he has so much stamina. He can fight off 15, 20 pitches, and it's not going to irritate him. He's not going to tire. He's going to make sure that one goes in play.
Now up to bat, Victor Hirschenberger, DH, swinging on the
swings
first
on
pitch.
Justice brings that in. 2 down, but that advances Andina to second base, and even with 2 outs, it's still a threat to have Andina on second.
Number 15, Jacob King.
We saw him show off his speed game 1. In the Cougars' 13-6 comeback victory over the Rochester College Warriors. Evans brings it in. Ball down low. 1-0 count. 2 down. Jacob King, first baseman.
Jacob King,
Ball down low.
sophomore.
2-0 count. The sophomore from Sterling Heights, Michigan, Bethany Christian High School. Great baseball program there. All 6'4" of him.
I'm sure Coach Markkinen wants to put a little bit more muscle on him. But he's only a sophomore. Got a few more years to work with him.
And it is the very beginning of the season. Well, I mean, they've played 23 games, but there's 40-something games in a season, so a lot of conference play, a lot of conference action coming up, a lot of doubleheaders.
It's a strike. Usually on 3-0, the ump's a little more lenient on the strike zone, and he calls that one. That he's been calling a ball all game. Calls that one a strike. Just about on 3-0, if it's around the plate, it's a strike. 3-1 count. Sets. Evans delivers. It's ball low.
Ball low.
Gonna take a walk.
That's been a pattern for Evans.
Not just Evans, though. It's been all Rochester pitching staff. Just been loving to walk Cougar hitters. It's probably a reason why that their record isn't very impressive. It's 3-16.
Josiah Kitchen.
That's definitely not the most desirable record out there.
Not at all. I wonder if it has anything to do with how big their roster is.
Their roster is very, very thick and filled with pitchers.
Okay, nice change up there. Fools Josiah, left fielder.
Brings Evans' pitch count up to 51. He's throwing 23 balls and 28 strikes. But I think at least more than half of those strikes have been foul tips. So numbers aren't looking too hot right now, but you got to think that Evans is going to bounce back here.
Time is called by Josiah. He's not liking how long Evans was waiting there on the mound. Pitch to him, just reminding Evans that it's on his time.
You take your time, I'll take my time. That's what Kitchen thinks.
Dekes him out, throw to second. No good. Odina trying to get Evans to balk. The freshman spins off and tries to pick him off. To no avail.
Ondina's definitely inside Evans' head right now. They saw how fast Ondina is. Foul ball down the right field line.
Josiah fouls that one off.
Winds up near the Rochester College dugout. Not dugout, I'm sorry, the pitcher's area.
Bullpen area.
Bullpen area. I had a brain fart there. My apologies. I am not being judged.
0-2 count with 2 outs. Kitchen looked to play spoiler. Curveball fouls that away. Excellent job there by Kitchen.
Didn't see the need for Kitchen to fight that much all last game, but he's definitely fighting for every single pitch he's getting.
Josiah had 1 hit last game. Went, I think, 1 for 2 with a walk. Staring at a nasty 0-2 count here. See what Evans has in store for him. Tries to throw it over there again. Bounces it off Francisco's head. He's going to try to take off for third. He's going to get there.
Running and looking back.
Both runners move up.
Thank goodness for helmets.
It's going to be an error going to Rochester as Evans bounced it off Francisco's helmet on the pickoff.
That's something you'd see in one of those 80s baseball movies. Not here in 2018. But that advances the runners.
Now base hit by Kitchen. Could score 2. 0-2 count. Nice little
outside.
Maybe a little slider looked like outside. Didn't look like it had a big break on it.
Kitchen fighting the 1-2 count. 2 down. Runners in scoring position. Ball outside.
For those probably wondering at home what the difference between a curve and a slider is, a curveball goes vertically, drops north to south, whereas a slider moves east to west horizontally. It's like another slider. This one in the dirt. Full count for Josiah. Way to battle back here by the freshman. He was an 0-2 count. Battles back to a full count. Really putting the pressure on Evans here.
Runners don't have to go, but you might see a run. You might see them going. It depends. Nope.
He does not go. He holds up. This is going to load the bases for number 35, Evan Laurie. That was honestly probably one of the best at-bats of the day. Josiah Kitchen, runners on second and third. It was in an 0-2 count. Fouls off. Countless pitches. Takes the right ones, full count. And he earns himself a walk.
Very impressive from the freshman from Athens, Michigan. Battle Creek Lakeview, of course.
Now let's see if Evan Laurie can do some damage. First pitch, fastball outside.
These are some big shoes for the freshman to fill down here. Evan Laurie, the freshman from Howell, Michigan, Franklin Road Christian.
Yeah, he's taken over right field, I believe, where assistant batting coach Tyler Reed man for 2 years. And Tyler Reed won numerous hitting awards in the Crossroads League. So big shoes to fill by the freshman.
It's going to be very hard to fill the shoes of Tyler Reed, but I think it can be done with this freshman right here, Evan Laurie. Pop up.
That one up, straight up.
Might lose it in the sun, you never know.
Shallow center field. Center
And he catches
fielder Fisher runs it down. So that puts out the threat, but Spring Arbor does score 1. We're going to head to the top of the 4th. This is the Cougar Sports Network.
Be right back. And we are back here at Burbridge Field.
Now,
Three innings down.
What is something that you've noticed in Game 2 that not so much in Game 1 that the Cougars have adjusted and benefited from?
Limiting walks.
Yeah.
For sure, limiting walks. Starting pitcher for last game, Manier, had a rough first inning. But you got to think he's going to bounce back next game. He gets the starter. Next game he gets called up to the mound.
Absolutely. I'm sure he's not happy with his performance today, but he's he's sophomore. I saw a lot to like out of his arm and the stats that I've read. So there's a lot to like out of that young left-hander. And we'll see how he's going to bounce back his next time out. So up to bat is Troy Justice. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Just one thing that I can't help but love is Kyle Harris, the catcher, the junior catcher from Waterford, Michigan, came up very, very clutch. He's a catcher. He's not listed as a pitcher, but I guess he had some pitching from high school, and he brought the heat. He only gave up 2 runs through the whole entire 7 innings that he was in the game. He got us out of a huge jam, and he's a rock star. You got to think that we're going to be seeing his name on the mound coming up here soon.
Yeah, I'm not sure how often Coach Markin is going to throw him out there, but he absolutely came in and killed it. Pitched 6 2/3, 2 earned runs, couple strikeouts, only allowed 2 hits. It was a beautifully pitched ball game by him. And I'm not even going to lie, I did not expect that out of the catcher.
Yeah, you got to love that about this team is even the catcher, when called upon, doesn't matter what position you are, even if you're the water boy. If you're called upon for this team, you're going to deliver. That's how much trust that Coach Ryan Markin has in his boys. And that always builds a great relationship when players know that they're trusted by their head coach. And we saw that with Kyle Harris. 1 down. 1-1 count. Number 5, Franco Sakuro, just stares at that one. A little higher, but still lies in the strike zone. 1-2 count, 1 down.
Devin breaks out the curveball. That's a good spot for it, but
looks like Sakuro might have wanted a piece of that, but he's very, very smart for recognizing where that ball was going to land.
Yeah, he lays off that one, wanted to swing. And then Devin comes back with a fastball in the dirt.
What is one thing that you think needs to happen for Rochester College for them to get back in this game? I mean, it's only a 3-1 game, but what do you think that the Rochester College Warriors have to do in order to adjust and possibly get back in this game?
Yeah, I think that their starting pitcher, Brandon Evans, has done a great job as a freshman. Come into this one and pitch a great game. Only giving up 3 hits, 3 runs though. I don't think all of those runs are earned because there's an error on the board. So I would say it's offensively. You got to keep battling, forcing Devin to throw those extra pitches because, like we said earlier, Devin has a hard time with his control. Very talented, young righty, has a lot of strikeouts, but he does have a lot of walks. So if you can make him throw you pitches, more than likely, if you're going to win that battle, if you can take the right ones. So I would just say to keep making him work because Spring Arbor's Achilles heel, like we said earlier, is their pitching staff. There's a lot of work to be done over there.
We did see a lot of stolen bases earlier in the first game. Ooh, slides right past.
That was a good
shortstop.
Hard hit there by Franco Sakuro. Lines that one in. Past the diving Leon, excuse me. Looks like he's coming up a little hobbled. Maybe he came down a little awkward, or
he did something to himself last game, but we don't know what. But he managed to recover. Maybe he just re-aggravated it. We'll have to wait and hear.
Devin
strike.
Still bringing in that easy electric arm, throwing that fastball in.
You know, one thing I think for Rochester that has to happen is Coach Scott Coonert has to sit and talk with his right fielder and just tell him everything is okay. You know, stop thinking too much into it. He's had a couple blunders, but you can't be playing with emotion right now because emotion is what is most players' downfalls, no matter what level, what sport. You just got to be calm, have good composure, the patience. He'll definitely bounce back.
Balk was called there, so runner from first moves up to second. Pick off to second.
Ooh,
bang,
and
bang
almost
play.
has him. Great awareness by Zachariah Devon there, and great awareness by, I believe that was Leon.
Yes, it was. If he's hurt and you can't tell, he was diving, running to that base, catch that ball, and apply the tag. Well, 1 count. Devin sets, comes home. It's fouled back and not a play.
Gotta love that too about Leon. He's only a freshman. Rochester is needs to make a couple adjustments, but I think with those adjustments they could get back in this game. It's only down 2 runs. Time is called.
Yeah, Devin has to pitch at his pace. Don't want him to feel rushed. You have this batter in an 0-2 hole. You want to finish him off here pretty soon. You want to pitch quick with a nice tempo. Pick off to second. No one's there. Just runs him back.
Although when I was coaching, I wasn't the pitching coach. I definitely talk to my pitchers and say, listen, this is your tempo. This is your game.
Yeah, don't let the hitters decide the tempo. This is you. Check swing in the dirt. You're going to say he went around.
Wow.
To me, it did not. It looked like he held up, but second base umpire saw something else. So 2 outs. This is going to bring
24, I believe.
24, Caleb Fisher.
Next up to bat, number 24, Caleb Peischer.
Excuse me, Fisher.
Peischer, ooh. The senior from Flint, Michigan. Our announcer is from Flushing, Michigan, right down the road from Flint, so she says woo every time she hears Flint.
It's right down the road from my hometown, Corona, Michigan. About 15 minutes away, so a lot of mid-Michigan people playing and calling this game.
I wouldn't know the feeling. I'm from Jackson, which is about 5-10 minutes down the road from here, so I can't relate to all you cool Flint kids.
First pitch strike for Devin. That one's in the dirt. Gonna run around second's gonna move up to third.
Noah Brook just could not stop that one, but if you know a Brook, you got to think not a lot of catchers could probably get in front of that. That was very low.
Low heater.
Oh yeah. If I had to guess, that was probably clocked in a little over 82, 83. Very fast, but very low at the same time. Got to control those faster ones.
That's what happens with pitchers with good arms. They have a hard time controlling it.
There he is. Noah Brook bounces back on that one. Catches that one in the dirt. 2-1 count. 2 out, 1 on third.
Devin sets. Comes home. It's another fastball low and outside. If you're Coach Market and you see your pitcher here racking up the pitches, I'd be thinking about warming someone up in the bullpen. I'm not sure how many more pitches I would want, because right now he's pitching a great ball game. He's through 3 2/3. And
ball 4, same spot the last couple we're at.
Another walk, and I wouldn't want him to hurt his confidence any.
Runners checking to make sure that the catcher or pitcher don't know where he's at. Maybe you can round first, go to 2, but
shout out to my
in the act.
boy Big Al for bringing me some food, some drinks.
I can't say the same. Big Al's a great guy, but he didn't get me any drinks, so no shout out to him for me. But my good friend Matt over here feels the love.
So here we go. Runners on first and third, 2 outs.
Shout out to the Cougar Den.
Big shot to Cougar Den.
Real
Number
exchange.
38, Colin Skrupchutski, going to step up to the plate. He's a big boy. He can hit. That first pitch is low. Runner on first takes off. He's going to be there easy.
Noah Brook just kind of looks at the ball. Probably doesn't even think about throwing it to 2 because he's already halfway there.
You just want to focus on the hitter right here.
I think if you're Coach Ryan Markin, just like you said a few minutes ago, you got to think to warm someone up right now.
Ball gets away. They're going to say it's foul tipped. You have to at this point. I mean, your pitcher here, Zachariah Devon's pitched a great game so far. And you don't want one bad pitch to ruin his confidence. And it's getting to that point where it's getting close where you might just want to think about pulling him and putting someone else in. Devon comes home with it.
Ooh, strike.
Good
a little lower and outside,
action.
But great pitch. Great control. Great control by the junior, Zachariah Devon.
That was a great two-seamer. Looked like it was going down the middle, and then late break to the bottom of the zone. See what this 1-2 count is. Curveball rings him up.
Ooh.
Absolute beautiful pitch. Heads us to the bottom of the 4th. Spring Arbor 3, Rochester College 1. This is the Cougar Sports Network.
You're right back.
Yeah. Back here at Burbridge Field.
12, Noah Brook.
Number 12, Noah Brook, the catcher, gonna step on up. Takes the first pitch, ball low. I don't see anyone warming up in that bullpen, so Zachariah Devon might have another inning in him.
But you got to think that Coach Markin. Ooh. Fair ball. That just stayed in the grass.
That was a swinging bunt. Got that one to stay right on the third base line to get himself a hit.
Like I was saying, if you're Coach Markin, you got to think that I ought to talk to my pitcher and ask him how much he has left in the tank. You don't want to overpush it. When I was coaching, I never, ever wanted to overpush the pitchers or anybody for that matter, but definitely the pitchers. You don't want to overpush that arm because that arm is very, very fragile late in this game.
But I don't think Zachariah Devon, this is his first year here. I think whenever your coach comes up to you and says you have more in the tank, you're always going to say yes. I don't think you're ever going to say no, I think I'm good, coach. You always just want to, especially if you're trying to prove yourself, oh, yeah, coach, I got more in me. So you just got to know your own pitcher. And if he's giving you, like, signs, physical signs that he's kind of getting down low there in the gas tank, then you got to bring him out. And I think Devon's getting to the end of his arm. And because he's starting to get wild, starting to pull pitches.
It's also very worrisome because you get these. I mean, I'm not saying he's not experienced because he's a junior transfer, but with these newer guys to the program, you're trying to prove to your coaches that you're going to do whatever it takes to stay on this, on this team to still be a part of this ball club. But you got to think that if you're Zachariah Devon, you might have a few more pitches left in you, but don't overpush the tank, don't overpush the arm.
That was a great throw there by the catcher, Mark Gutierrez.
A little hesitation, but Catches him gone.
Yeah, ball. And then base runner.
That was Noah Brook, the catcher.
2-4.
Tried to steal that one. Looked like a delayed steal was called. So that means
Bring him on base.
on the pitch you get your like a running lead, you get your 2 extended lead, and then you 1, 2, wait, then go. And it just didn't look like it fooled
Foul back.
Rochester College. 3-1 count. One out.
Halfway in between.
Curveball.
Ooh.
What's the bottom?
Pushes it to the second baseman, gathers it up,
Runs it
throws
out.
it across.
Justice reels it in. Had to stretch out for that one, but he reels it in. So it's a good second out for the Warriors right there. No further damage has been done just yet. Not saying there will be, not saying there won't be. But if you're Rochester College, you got to limit any mistakes right now. Any mistakes. Doesn't matter if it's a wild pitch, a pitch in the dirt, you know, a misread ball to glove. It just does not matter. You have to limit anything that happens right now.
That brings up the senior leader, Jack Driscoll.
It's a strike, so it's a 1-1, 2 down. Your bottom fourth.
See if they can get a 2-out rally.
Ooh, a little outside, but gets the strike on that one.
Good off-speed pitch there. 1-2 count. Curve. Low and away.
Ball for Evans. Evans is now up to 70 pitches.
Evans so far in this game he's impressed me. He's only allowed 4 hits, 3 runs. Like we said earlier, those aren't all earned because there is an error, which in my opinion should be a couple errors on the right fielder. So in my opinion, I wouldn't really give him any earned runs. He's pitching a heck of a ball game, and I've just been impressed by this freshman.
He's pitching a great game, and that's why his coach was rewarding him. Ooh.
And he pitches himself
Snag.
a 1-2-3 clean inning.
Snagged right down by the center fielder there.
That is going to take us to the top of the 5th on the Cougar Sports Network.
We'll be back.
Number 34, Ty Marasco.
Back here, Hank Burbridge Field.
This beautiful campus of Spring Arbor University in beautiful Spring Arbor, Michigan.
Zachariah Devon still on the mound. Pitches first pitch right to Chris
Chris
Triplett.
Triplett.
Fields it, throws across his body.
Beautiful snag.
One-
Beautiful snag.
1 pitch, 1 out. Good catch there by King. First base.
Next at bat, number 3.
King, the
Ricky
sophomore, is
Riggs.
stepping up throughout these couple of games.
Number 3, Ricky Riggs steps up to the plate.
Still one of the best names I've ever heard.
He's batting 4th.
Checks a swing.
Fastball inside for a ball. That is pitcher
Riggs.
perfect. That's what your hitting coach teaches you.
Single right up the gut.
Punch it right up the middle.
Exactly where to go. Leon was playing a little bit further to the left
Next
than
up for the
usual.
Warriors, number 27, Mark Gutierrez.
The
Driscoll.
catcher, Mark Gutierrez, up to the plate.
Driscoll and Leon are very fast, but they're not that fast. Leon was playing a little further left than usual. Or right for him, rather. Number 27.
Devin pumps that right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count, 1 out. Runner on first. Gutierrez up to the plate.
Been pretty quiet, but you got to think he's going to break out here any moment.
Let's hope not. Devin comes to his set, comes home. Curve low for a ball. Finally, I see some activity in the Cougar bullpen as looks like Vincent Hirschenberger is warming up.
Everybody does everything.
First base, third base, so no.
Ooh.
You're not one specific player.
Good job on King. He didn't corral that ball at first. Well, he didn't catch it at first, but he was able to keep his body in front of it, keep his glove in front, so it was just a quick squat and pull it on up. Keep the runner at bay at first.
1-1 count.
1 out.
Swung on and popped a mile high. King's calling for it. In foul territory, and he makes a catch.
Great snag by King,
2 outs.
the sophomore.
That's key for Spring Arbor in this season. If they can limit their errors and just make good fundamental plays, then they got a shot to go all the way. I was talking to Coach Reed, and he likes what he sees in this ball club.
They literally had a checklist every inning.
0-2. Excuse me, 2 outs. 0-0.
Drew Romine last year.
0-1.
Oh.
Fastball high. Good to see that late life on that fastball here late in the game.
Center down. Now right.
Top of the 5th here.
Short. First.
Good to see Devin still got a little bit in the tank.
Got the catching done. Now just needs the pitching.
That one's a called strike. Throw down to first. Not in time. 1-1. Austin Coonert up to bat. Looks like head coach Scott Coonert's son. The junior. Pitch, that one's in the dirt. Runner at first stays. 2-1. Cooner steps back in. Knee slightly bent. Very active in the batter's box as his bat's waving around. Swung on and popped up. It's going to be a tough play. Right fielder
And he
makes it.
corrals it.
Great diving catch.
Wow,
to end
what
the
a
inning.
play.
So now this is 7th inning.
So, moving on to the bottom of the 5th. Spring Arbor 3. Rochester College 1.
What a way to end the top of the 5th. We'll be
This
right
is
back.
Cougar Sports Network.
Oh,
Back
The hitter
here,
is number
Hank
1,
Burbridge
Chris
Field.
Triplett.
The junior Chris Triplett steps up to the plate.
Cougars dugout is always staying alive over there with their mid-5th inning dance.
It's a long season. You got to entertain yourself somehow.
Oh, absolutely.
Chris Triplett fakes the bunt, pulls it back. Ball 1. Good to see Brandon Evans still on the mound. Pitching himself a good ball game. Just not really getting the run support he needs.
I do respect Rochester College coaching staff for keeping the trust in their pitcher, that they see that it's not the pitcher's fault for these 3 runs.
Triplet grounds out to the shortstop, makes a nice, strong, firm throw to the first baseman. Justice, and there's 1 out.
Next to the plate, number 27, Francisco Andina.
27, Francisco Andina.
Steps
Senior.
up to the plate. Last week's Crossroads Player of the Week. Swings at the first pitch and hits it to the center fielder.
Drops right to the center fielder.
Nice routine play out there by center fielder, and 2 quick outs. Now stepping up to the plate, number 33, the designated hitter.
Camden Hadley, center fielder's done a great job out there so far.
Victor Hirschenberger.
Little looper.
Swings at the first
Left
pitch.
field.
3 pitches, 3 outs for the starting pitcher, Brandon Evans, the
freshman.
So that's going to bring us to the top of the 6th inning as Spring Arbor goes down quickly and quietly. On the Cougar Sports Network, Spring Arbor's up 3-1. We'll be back in a second.
Be right back. We are back here. Top of the 6th inning. Troy Justice pops up to the third base foul line, and that is corralled and hauled in by Jacob King, first baseman, sophomore, Sterling Heights, Michigan. Up at bat, number 5, Franco Sakuro.
Up to bat, number 5, Franco Sakuro.
Been a little quiet here this afternoon, but maybe they can get a spark and mount a little bit of a comeback.
It's going to be a ball low for Zachariah Devin, who's still on the mound. He's gone 5 strong innings, 1-run ball.
Ooh, checked to swing, but apparently that was eating the outside of the plate. Strike called. 1-1 count, 1 down.
It's cool to see Coach Markkinen has his trust in Devin that he can potentially either go this inning and maybe even next if he gets a quick one here. Swung on and fouled off. Brings the count to 1-2.
It's a quick 1-2 count as well. Devin's been definitely taking control and tempo of this game, but we've seen anywhere between throwing it right away or waiting a few seconds before he sets up.
1-2, pulls off the curve.
Ooh, very close call.
Must have just been outside. If that missed, it did not miss by much.
I would have swung at it, but that's why I don't play college baseball. So, counts now 2-2.
Devin gets
fouled away.
Gets him to swing and foul that one off. Pinch hitter on deck is going to be
32.
32, Camden Hadley. Saw him pinch running a few times.
Very, very fast. Not sure about hitting, but he's very fast. So if he gets on base, he's a threat. It's going to load up the count. 3-2. 1 down. Top of the 6th inning here.
I'd like to see Devin challenge him with a fastball here. Set coming home. Fastball just outside.
Ooh, ball 4. He had the count. He had a 1-2 count, but 3 straight ball calls and
Good at bat there by Franco
Pinch hitting for Rochester,
Suguro.
number
He fought it.
32, Camden Hadley.
Camden Hadley.
you gotta love seeing that out of a player. Is they fight the at bat. They don't go down in 3. They don't go down in 4. They'll fight for 7 or 8 pitches.
That brings up the tying run to the plate.
Strike right down the middle. Look a little high, but beautiful pitch right there. Great call by a senior official down there.
0-1 count. Devin checks, comes home. Fastball low. That Cougar bullpen is quiet. No one's out there warming up.
Devin's getting a little tired, you can tell, but he's still got some composure. He's still got some gas left in the tank, so you gotta love Coach Markin's trust for him.
You wonder if now at this point of the game, if he's trying to still blow it by guys or try to get a double play here, but triplet. The runner was going, so he checked him. Didn't have time for second. Takes his time, makes a good strong throw to first to get the out.
2 down, man on second.
For the Warriors, number 24, Caleb Peischer.
Tying run here up at bat, number 24,
That put out goes 5-3.
Caleb Peischer.
The center fielder comes to the plate.
Senior.
It's a great pitch there by Devin to get him to roll over and ground it right to triplet.
Let's see if the senior can spark some momentum into his team to possibly put a run or 2 up on the board. Looks at strike 1, though. Behind on the count.
I don't know about you, but I hope he doesn't spark up anything.
Well, I hope he doesn't either, because I'm a huge Cougar fan, but I'm not going to be mad if he does, too, because I just love watching good baseball.
1-1 count as the second pitch misses outside, or inside, excuse me. Little change up, floats low.
Nothing hurt, nothing gained. Devin checks at the runner in second. Runner's got a decent lead.
Comes set. Says Devin. Comes home. Fastball, shortstop to Leon. Leon picks it up, throws it on the run. Not going to be in time.
Checks the runner at third, make sure he's not going.
I think if Leon would have set his feet and make a hard throw, he would have got it rather than try to throw it on the run.
I think there's got to be a little frustration down there because Franco Sicuro had to bunny hop that one. So that might have thrown off Leon a little bit. He didn't want to have any interference on that, and he didn't want to make sure he could corral that ball, but just a little too late getting to it and a little too late of a throw.
Now up to bats number 38, Colin Skorupski.
Ooh, ball high.
Buzzed him a little bit there with the four seam.
This is pitch now 118. 50 balls and 67 strikes for the junior transfer.
Yeah, that is a lot of pitches here for the home opener.
Strike. 1-1 count. 2 down.
Now one swing of the bat, Skorupski can give his team the lead. 1-1 count. Runner goes, check swing. It's going to get him thrown.
Gets him out at third.
Out at third. Catcher pump fakes him.
Wow.
Going to second. Gets a runner to take a few steps going home. Pegs him at third. That's going to end the threat and end the inning. Spring Arbor is going to go to the bottom of the sixth with their lead intact. It's 3-1. This is the Cougar Sports Network.
We'll be back. We are back.
Bottom of the 6th, Spring Arbor trying to pad themselves a couple more runs going into the last inning. Up to bat is number 15, Jacob King. Swings at the first pitch, rolls it over to the second baseman. For those following at home, that's 4 straight pitches, 4 straight outs.
Last inning was
Hey, Chris, how do I get out?
pitch swung on,
Oh, I just found
out, pitch swung on out, pitch swung on out, and then there was another pitch swung on out.
28, Josiah
You would think
Kitchen.
Josiah would not follow along with his teammates and just take a pitch. Surprised Coach Markkinen didn't give King the take sign. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back for the ball.
Good thing that Kitchen didn't swing at that. The freshman has a lot of awareness on that.
Fastball high, 2-0 count.
This is some great baseball that we're seeing today here at Burbridge Field. Ball low, 3-0 count.
Strike right down the middle. Nice 2-seam action on that one. 3-1 count, 1 out. Spring Arbor up 3-1.
Ooh, strike 2.
Just
Full
kind of
count now.
surprised Josiah didn't swing it down. That was a good pitch to hit.
Crazy, we were talking about how... Ooh, ball outside.
Tried to throw the curve on a full count and he misses. So Emilio Perez going to step up to the plate.
We were talking about how Zachariah Devon was close to 120 in his pitch count, but Evans is at 40 balls, 44 strikes, so he's at a total of 84 pitches.
He's been very clean so far today.
Very clean, but those outfield errors just have come back to bite him.
Got, looks like in the bullpen number, warming up for Spring Arbor, 35. That's Evan Laurie. Wonder if he's going to come in next inning.
Strike a little outside for Emilio Perez.
See if Coach Markkinen has Josiah going here. Brandon Evans throws it over.
That's not something that Brandon Evans is wanting to risk.
Trying to keep him tight to the bag. Throws home Emilio.
Ooh,
Puts
Emilio.
the whip on that one. The left
Ooh,
fielder's going to run it
hauled
down.
in.
So now up to bat. It's going to be number 12. It's Noah Brook.
Noah Brook with the great song selection. Toto Africa, great song. Crazy that songs like that can get guys pumped up. Ooh, almost has him.
Popped out of Justice's glove.
Not too far, though.
Justice is fighting the sun over there at first base.
Yeah, I think he must have forgot his sunglasses on the bus.
Evans checks the runner, goes home.
Pops
it up. It's going to stay in play. Justice coming over.
Justice, ooh.
And then the catcher.
Justice was called off for the catcher, and catcher could not corral it.
It's Gutierrez.
And the catcher does not have sunglasses, but however, Justice, who we were just talking about not having sunglasses, has sunglasses.
He's fighting the sun over there with sunglasses on. Interesting.
Who do you have for right field on your sheet?
So Noah Brook up to bat.
No.
Freshman.
You know, on my church softball team, when I'm in the dugout watching a guy bat and they do something like that, I say, you know what that is? That's a second chance. That's
Yes, it
another
is.
chance. So see if Noah Brook can capitalize on that. Check swing, ball in the dirt. Easy for Kitchen to stand up right into second base. Another stolen base for the Cougars.
No, they pinch hit for the.
What did I just miss?
I think Camden's in left field now. And your left fielder moved to right field. Does that make sense?
Yes. How do I do that?
Ooh, swung
Foul
on.
off. Backing out of play. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Runner on second. Base hit's going to score Josiah. He has speed.
Change 5 to right field. And then change that guy to left field. And make it
Evans
third
sets. Comes home.
Ooh, in the dirt.
Off speed pitch. Low and away. Good eye there by Brooke.
Still no one warming up in the Rochester bullpen, but doesn't feel like there's a need to right now.
Evans' pitch count is pretty low for working through 6 innings.
Ball in the dirt again.
Bounces in, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
I'm just looking over that bullpen right now, and there's just real no discussion down there. They're just watching the game all together. But you got to think the coach is going to want some kind of change here soon.
Ball 4. Josiah's going to go take third on the wild pitch.
Ooh.
They're going to send Noah Brook to second. They're going to let him go without a throw.
Noah Brook stutter stepping there. Kitchen was about a quarter way to home plate before the catcher turned around and saw him trying to go for it. So Coach Markin calls him back.
James Hall going to come in a pinch run for the catcher.
Up to bat, number 11, Danilo Leon.
Danilo Leon going to come up to bat. Got to try to get a little bit of insurance here.
Yeah, because it went all the way down.
Any runs is going to help.
Let's see if Leon can. Any single scores 2. A single scores 2. A double scores 2.
2 speedsters on the base path.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, good job.
And Leon himself is a speedster.
It's going to be 2 straight balls. First one on the curve, second one on the changeup. That one was high. Dangerous place to miss with the changeup is high, because Leon can put the whip on that one. Swings on that one, drives it down the third base
right
line.
down the third base line.
Kitchen's going to score.
That's going to score 2.
James Hall's going to score. Leon's going to slide in safely to second base.
Leon giving a little bit of celebratory dance there for 2 RBIs. He gets up, gives a couple fist bumps.
And he put the whip on that one as he drove it down the third baseline under the glove of a diving third baseman Warrior. And adds 2 insurance runs. That's going to make Zachariah Devin a very happy man.
That is a third baseman's worst nightmare right there, Matt. Is just a ball rolling right past their glove, right down that third base line.
Got it.
Ball inside.
Now up to bat, number 2, Jack Driscoll.
Driscoll has not been quiet today in game 1 or game 2. He's managed to get on base a few times.
Swings there.
And does it again. And that's going to score another.
So it's going to be another single. So it's going to be 6 hits so far for the Cougars, 6 runs.
Leon comes home. Driscoll goes to second. Off a single, but he gets the extra bag on that one.
Number 1, Chris Triplett.
Chris Triplett going to come to the plate to hopefully get a base hit to knock in Driscoll.
I got to tell you, this is probably one of the most dangerous first 3 in the Crossroads League, Matt.
Yeah, I got to agree with you there. You have Driscoll, Triplett, Odina, 3 very experienced veterans on this Cougar baseball squad.
Best part is Triplett's only a junior.
So something that I would say that I'm surprised head coach of the Warriors, Scott Coonard, hasn't done is now he has some warm up in the bullpen, but I don't know if I would have pitched. I don't know if I would have brought out Evans in this inning. I mean, yeah, his pitch count was kind of low, but you could tell he was just getting gassed.
Well, he's now at 99 pitches, sitting at 49 balls and 50 strikes. But if I was the coach, I would have warmed someone up 2 innings ago just to make sure we had someone warmed up to relieve him.
But hey, we're not coaches. We're just out here calling a baseball game. What do we know what we're talking about?
Well, I did coach for 1 season, but that was only 1 season, so I can only take my personal experiences from that. But right now we're watching a great baseball game here at Burbridge Field.
3-1 count. Good hitters count here for Triplett. Triplet calls a time.
Hirschberger has Dr. Gray.
That's a bit instrumental, yes.
Triplet's taking his time on that one. Evans.
Triplet swings, fouls that one back out of play.
Evans has got to be getting a little frustrated right now with himself. And possibly his defense as well, but probably mostly himself. Thinking to himself, well, how can I get out of this inning? Up until this point, it was only a 2-run game, and now it's 5.
Oh, yeah.
Swung on, smoked to the shortstop. Driscoll had to just dive out of the way to
Ooh,
get out of that.
a diving Justice gets the ball, does the splits and everything, and still catches it going to the ground.
Headed to the top of the 7th. Last inning here at Burbridge Field. Spring Arbor knocks in 3. Spring Arbor 6, Rochester College 1. This is Cougar Sports Network.
Be right back.
Wait, but does that delete that too?
Back here at Burbridge Field, Spring Arbor enjoyed a nice little 3-run outburst as they now have a 6-1 lead as the left-hander Evan Laurie is going to come in to try to shut the door. And any hopes of a Warrior comeback is all down to this last inning.
You got to think that Rochester's going to be playing very conservative ball. They're down 5 runs. Coach is probably thinking, what are we going to do to get back in this game? We were down 2 runs, and now we're down 5. We've got to do something offense-wise, but we can't get too crazy because if we get too crazy, we're risking a lot. So you got to think conservative ball, small ball, singles. Maybe they're going to be being a little impatient, looking for walks, looking for any kind of ball they can get, just to get people on base.
Yeah, just got to figure out a way to claw 3 runs, 5 runs, just something to get back in this one. So they throw it down to second base.
They need a lot, but the way Rochester has been playing the last few innings, we don't know if they'll get it or not.
It's the beauty of baseball and football and basketball. You can just dribble the timeout, run the timeout. In baseball, you got to earn it. There's no time limit. Got to earn everything. So, Laurie and Noah Brook talk quick on the mound, little game plan perhaps.
38 Colin Skrupski up at bat to start the 7th inning here.
Why does it say Lori?
Let's see if Laurie can get 3 outs with no runs given.
First pitch the left-hander brings in is a strike.
Ooh.
Swinging.
I don't think it doesn't matter if he would have checked that swing and brought it back or not. That was a pretty looking pitch.
Laurie, second out.
Ball high.
Pitch is ball.
Yeah, they're nasty.
1-1 count.
Ooh, that
Ball
looked like it
outside.
could have possibly been a strike, but umpire saw
Change
something
up.
different.
Change up away, just missed. Second one swung on, just
Foul.
dribbled foul.
On the third base line. Like I said, I think they have to play conservative here. They just need to get players on base and hopefully generate a few runs. You're not seeing them chopping at it. You're seeing them be very thoughtful with this.
He's going to ring him up there in the back door. 2-seamer. Wasn't sitting on a two-seamer there. I think he was thinking off speed, but K'd him up looking.
Next at bat, number
One down.
34, Timer Asco.
Laurie earns his first strikeout here at Burbridge Field. I'm sure one of hundreds for the freshman from Howell.
Ball low, 1-0 count.
Ball high. Counts is now 2-0.
Looks like the ump wanted to change out the baseball. 2-0 count. 1 out.
Can't really blame the umpire for that one. The ball has seen the dirt a lot in this afternoon.
That swung on, blooped into center field. Let's see. Odina's going to run that one down. Great running catch by Francisco Odina. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning.
You just got to love the way Ondina plays out there. He's so fast and he's just so quick to get to that ball, and his eyes are unlike anything I've ever seen, scoping down and finding that ball out through the sun. I'm giving he has a little bit of shade out there from the trees out in the back, but still very sunny back there.
Now up number 3, Ricky Riggs.
Close on that one. Riggs
First
looks at ball
pitch
1.
is a ball.
He doesn't just look at that. He looked at that. That ball went right near his face.
Swung on right through. 1-1 count. Great outing so far here from Evan Laurie. He's had a good day at the plate in game 1, and now he's pitching here. I'm going to shut the door. Swung on, fouled back.
Jesus is at home plate, or
Joey knows it. Third base is temptation.
second base is sin. Third base,
Oh my gosh.
tribulation.
Yeah.
Third base is temptation. Second base is sin. Third base.
Curveball just drops low. It's ball, 2-2 count. See if the young lefty can finish him out here with this one. That would bring Spring Arbor as a team to 500 record. Be 12-12.
Be very big for the Cougars early on here in the season.
That one swung on, popped up. That should do it. Shortstop runs back, and he's
Leon
going to
finds
finish
it in
this
his
game.
glove. They get the sweep of the day over Rochester College.
Final score is going to be Spring Arbor 6, Rochester College 1. I am Matthew Plementosh.
I'm Joe Cassidy.
Thank you for watching. God bless.
Join us next time, which I believe is tomorrow, for some more baseball.